Hi guys, welcome back. I brought you along with me today. I'm doing a pantry project and I wanted to share this idea with you. I was at Sam's a couple of days ago and I was able to find a huge 10-pound roll of hamburger, and it is 90% lean, 10% fat, which is what I like to buy. And I got this for $3.98 a pound. So that is about almost $3 a pound cheaper than what I was able to find it at my local store. So I was really glad to get this. Normally I don't buy the big rolls of burger just because you don't really, I don't know. I've had those before and they haven't been great quality. I do like Sam's meat. I love Sam's hamburger. And this is the lean meat, the 90% lean. So I'm trusting that that's going to be a great thing, all right? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down into meals before I put it in my freezer. I should have done that the day I bought it, but I got home late. The next day was out of town, medical emergency in my family. And so here I am today getting my hamburger ready. I have taken Ziploc freezer bags and I've labeled each bag with the purpose, I hope, for this meat. The reason I do that is because when I make a meatloaf, I will take about 2 to 2.5 pounds of hamburger to make a meatloaf. When I make spaghetti, I will use maybe a half a pound of meat. When I make chili, I'll use about a half a pound of hamburger, put in extra black beans, things like that. So I want to get this all divided up and show you my process, and hopefully this will spark some ideas with you all how to save money on your meat as well. I'm going to turn my camera down so you can watch what I'm doing, and let's get started. All right, so here you can see my table. I've got a pan just to catch some of the yuckiness. So I'm gonna cut into this. I'm gonna guesstimate really here. Okay. I'm just cutting right into the roll. I am estimating that that's probably going to be enough meat to make a meatloaf for Brent and I, and for him to take lunch the next day. Okay. Next, I'm going to cut several small portions for pizza and spaghetti and chili, things of that nature. I've got it cut apart. Now I am going to start filling up freezer bags, I guess. So this first one says chili, so I will use a smaller portion for chili. And put it in the bag. And then I do a lot of squeezing and squishing in this bag because I want to make sure I can get as much air out of this bag as possible, because air is not your friend in your freezer. All right, so what I do is I just squish it into like a long roll that takes up the whole bottom of the bag. And I should have smaller Ziploc bags, but I'm out of the quart size, so I'm using the gallon and it is too big, but that's going to be all right. I'm just using what I have on hand today. The most important thing is to get my hamburger in the freezer at this point. Oh, I can't get the zipper to work. Come on. Be my friend. All right, here we go. Squeezing out all the air. And here I go. And I end up with a long, skinny roll of hamburger. And my Ziploc bag is labeled chili. So when I go to the freezer to look for my meat, and that's what it looks like in the... It looks like a huge sausage shaped, but it doesn't take up much room in the freezer like this. And with the air all squeezed out, my hamburger meat is going to stay fresh for a good little while. All right, next bag I labeled with spaghetti. And again, I don't need a super huge lot of hamburger for that because I add mushrooms and, you know, all the fun stuff to my spaghetti sauce. So, squeezing my hamburger across the bottom of this bag. Just squeezing and squeezing. Again, remember, I'm cooking for 2 people. So you adjust your amounts of hamburger according to your people, the size of your family, and, you know, all of that, because every family is different. I totally get that. So, okay. This one is for pizza. I'll probably do several for pizza because we pretty much make pizza every Friday night, and almost every pizza has hamburger on it. We like hamburger, pepperoni, and fresh mushrooms. Sometimes we'll do a veggie pizza with peppers and onions and things like that. So, okay, squeezing out this air. It's going to be exciting at the end of the video to see how many meals I got out of 10 pounds of hamburger, which I paid $39.16 for this hamburger. All right, and my next one is a meatloaf. So I'm going to take one of the larger portions and squish that out into my bag. Okay. I have tried to use my food saver for my hamburger meat, but as it sucks the air out of the bag, it also draws the juices out of the meat, and I have trouble keeping it sealed. So it's easier for me to use Ziploc freezer bags for my hamburger. All right. Another advantage to having your portions flattened out so nicely like this is that it will thaw very quickly as well. So you can go from a frozen portion of hamburger to cooking your meal pretty quick. So it doesn't take long at all to thaw out these little flat portions of hamburger. Okay. Last one, and it's a portion for meatloaf. So here we go. I've got to squeeze it out here. Okay. All righty. Yuck. All right, and we're done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 meals from our 10-pound package of hamburger. And out of these 9 meals, I will have enough left over to fix lunches for Brent the next day. And yeah, so that's a great deal. It's a great way to save money on your grocery budget. Get your meat divided up before you put it in the freezer, and then it's there waiting for you, ready when you need it. I'm so glad you watched my video today. I hope it's been helpful. Hope I hear from you in the comments below, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.